Once again, welcome. This is push. People ask us, what is push? Is it pray until something happens? Yeah, in a way it is. What is prayer? Prayer is asking, right? But our belief behind asking is, if you ask, you will receive. If you knock, the door will be. And ask, receive, knock, the door is open. And what else? If you seek, you will find. That principle is not for me a prayer principle. It's a principle of your pursuit. Somebody say pursuit. It's a principle of pursuit, pushing boundaries. A wise man by the name of Albert Einstein, long ago, said that people are boxed in by the boundary conditions of their thinking. People cannot operate, succeed, have transformational results, take massive action outside of the boundary conditions of their thinking. People have a way of thinking, and the outcomes and the results that they would get will never be able to be those that they will continue to be those that are within the realms of their thinking, their paradigms, their perspectives, their understanding. It is what you understand that you will have. It's what you think about and hold at the thought realm that you will be able to grasp, that you will be able to experience. You cannot experience reality outside of what you know. Let me say that one more time. You cannot experience what? Reality outside of what you know. And I know that in the course of this event, you may hear a couple of things here and there, and you may be saying to yourself, but I think I've heard that before. I know that before. I know that before. Oh, I've heard that before. You know, I'm not sure that we'll be saying things that are totally new, but here's one thing I know for sure. If there's anything in your life that you claim that you know that isn't producing for you the results that you want, then you do not know it. Okay, maybe you didn't hear right. If you claim that you know something, but the result of your knowing that thing is not evident in terms of changing your outcomes, then what you claim that you know, you only have intellectual head knowledge of it, not transformational knowledge that challenges you to take massive action. Who came here to take massive action? Say I. Okay, you see people doing like this. We say at this event you need to give it your best. And I'll tell you about that shortly. You need to give it your best. We don't raise up our hand like this. We go all the way. Okay? Because like this, today, tomorrow, the day after, our team here will know who you are by how you conduct yourself here. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. Can you say that, everybody? How you do this event is how you are doing your life out there. You show up early. Maybe that's not how you're doing it, but you're telling yourself that this time it's got to be different. Okay? You show up early out there. You make a lot of noise here. You let your phone become your number one distraction. You let your phone become your number one distraction. You have been allowing your phone to become your number one distraction out there. What you're doing here is who you are out there. People can't pretend for so long. People don't pretend for so long. Who they are, you know what? Just shows up. Hello, Abdul, how far? Oh, I just called to find out how you're doing. Who has received that kind of phone call before? I have. It's nonsensical. You know what I did? Put up my phone. Like I would say, and it's not a bad desire for you, that contract is not going to come today. I didn't hear an amen. That kind of thing doesn't get an amen. The contract has been waiting for you to become who can operate within the realm of that contract. So you will truly succeed inside out. That breakthrough, that answer, that growth, that change, that transformation, that increase in finances, that breakthrough in your relationship has been waiting for you to become. But all of this while, your life has been waiting for this moment. And this is your moment. Today, Friday, tomorrow, and Sunday is the moment you've been waiting for to unbecome who you have become. So how do we go about this next 3 days that will be totally useful for us? How do we go about this today, tomorrow, the day after, in such a way that you will squeeze the juice out of this experience for real and enjoy it? I'm going to show you that in a moment. And I'm going to be giving you a set of rules by which we will operate. Because where there is no rule, one of my friends in secondary school didn't know how to pronounce this word, so he said there will be chaos and crisis. There will be chaos and crisis. And you know why I feel excited sometimes when I tease my Yoruba friends? He was Yoruba. Something else that guy didn't know how to pronounce was a word called Egypt. Anybody heard that word before? He used to call it Igbipchik. There will be chows. Look at your neighbor. Say there will be chows and Chris's in Igbipchik. Some of you don't even know how to pronounce it. All right? So today we're here to have fun because one of the most profound understanding people are beginning to discover today about learning is that wherever fun is not taking place, there is no learning taking place. Okay? Wherever fun is not taking place, there's no... Many of us heard something called as simple as big fat lie. ABC is not simpler than calculus. The way you learned ABC made it appear to be simple. How did we learn ABC? How are our kids learning ABC today? The classes where they do this play class and stuff and learn ABC, what do they look like? What are they doing there? In fact, one of my friends told me recently, he said, look, I pay more for pay class than I paid during all of the years of my... You remember those pay classes that you pay 200 something thousand, 300? I pay like 300 and something, 400 something thousand for my kid. Play class, to go and play. But you see, it's not play. Something is being layered in there. When you are learning and you don't know you're learning, then you are learning. Okay? When you are hating math and you don't know you are hating math, then you are hating math. Do you understand what I'm saying? The most profound changes, we're going to be talking about that in the course of these next 3 days. The most profound changes take place at the unconscious level. You're going to hear that word also a lot this weekend. Unconscious. Okay? And we will attempt, in the course of introducing you to neuro-linguistics programming, and my colleague, the wonderful Walter Samuel will come talk about it later. A basic introduction to what is NLP, why is this tool so profound and so incisive all around the world? Why is it so used and so talked about in personal development cycles more than anything else today in the world? You would hear about its history and all of the changes that it's helping people like you and I to make. Who is excited about today already? Say aye. Aha, you see the hands are going a bit higher. Fantastic. Okay, so what do we do if we want to learn passion, if we want to do stuff, make stuff happen today? Learn passionately and do what? Share quickly. Somebody say learn passionately. Share quickly. Now, our trainings are not PowerPoint presentation trainings. Okay, everything is in your manual. So we're going to be looking at your manual, and then there's maybe like more than 50% of stuff we're going to do is not in your manual and is not on some PowerPoint. It's going to be shooting off from the head of my co-presenters, my team members, and I. Okay? So make use of your manual. We will touch on some things. We may not touch on some things. We will drag. We'll be distracted. We'll go here and there. But all of that will be for your good so that you can learn with passion. Learning with passion is different. When you're doing something with passion, it's different from when you're learning in a drab way. So learn with a lot of passion this weekend. Learn the way you have never learned before. I challenge you, and discover how much of massive action you will take in your career and in your business. Learn with passion. And then when you learn, share quickly. Number 2, do what? Interact during the class with who? So no side whisperings. Interact. So if you're not interacting with the class, like those guys are doing right now, it means that that's how you do it in real life. When stuff is going on, it's about to cause change to happen to you, you are always doing something else. What you're doing here is showing us what you're doing out there. That is keeping you in the same level, in the same place where you are. In the course of the next 3 days, at some point, myself, our team members, we will sound a little bit harsh. But has anybody here watched the movie called Coach Carter? Yeah. Watch Coach Carter, nice. So we have a contract with you. You didn't come here this weekend for us to be nice to you. You came here so we could sandpaper your thinking. Somebody say innocent, sandpaper my thinking. Come on, I could scratch your head and say sandpaper my thinking. Come on, quickly. So it's not, we would try our best to have fun, okay? But come on, guys. We will have to do what needs to get done. Who agrees with me? Say aye. Absolutely. So during the class, interact with the facilitator, but do something else. Make friends during the breaks and during whatever. When it's time to share, share. In real life, in schools, we are not allowed to share answers and to whatever, which is not true in real life. When you're a lawyer, you are stuck in a case, you call your fellow lawyer. But our school system already programmed us for failure. Yes. Because in real life, you share answers. But you see, everything, literally, most things, not everything, that's an exaggeration. Most things that school taught us is not what we needed for life. School needed to teach us to, let's not go there before. Okay? Emergency. In the event that there is any fire outbreak, and as we do here in Nigeria, we quickly say, God forbid. Okay? We say it, but we don't take care of what needs to be taken care of. Okay? By the grace of God, there shall be no fire and all of that. So, but in the event of that, the facility, the mall, has a drill and instructions for what would happen in the event of emergency, and we'll be told. And there's also an alarm out there. And then for here, we have one exit downstairs. However, when you get downstairs, there are like exits. When you get to the second floor, we're on the third floor. Okay, when you get to the second floor, you can go out through the staircase, you can go through another wing. By the way, there are toilets that you can use within this facility on the first and the second floor. I think on the third floor as well. On the first and second floor. There are toilets that you can use. They are very clean. They are squeaky clean as the ones that we have here. Here we've got toilets. When you're going out through the way you came, the door on your right as you step out, the restrooms for gentlemen. And then for ladies, you go out the door, and there's this door here from the other side. Ladies are assigned, ladies outside. You can go there. In the event that you go there and there's a queue, just go downstairs to the first and the second floor. There are very nice, clean, very clean toilets, I promise you. The people who work and clean them are there for 24 hours. Okay? Today, document what you hear here today. Document. There are chances of you revisiting that. But if your write-ups have gotten dust like they have in the past, this event will put something in you. We would have sessions where we'll put some things in you. Okay, somebody said, put something. What is it putting in us? Trust me, put something in you that will compel you to take action. Who wants to take action? Say I. Will be compelled to take action. Engage, revise, decide. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with what? To a step. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, we're going to be scattering all those your myths, all those stuff you read in those books. Journey of 1,000 miles doesn't start with a step. It starts with deciding, a decision. You make a decision, then you take a step. One of the reasons most of us have taken steps without having made a congruent decision. Made what? Write that down, because I'm going to come back to the word congruent. Our team members are going to come and talk about that word consistently. When you hear a word like congruence, we're talking about what's the other word again? Walter. What? Alignment. It's not car alignment though. We need your life to be in alignment. Some of you want to go like this, your life is going like that. Okay? But it's a metaphor for what's very important and what's going on in your life and in your business and in your profession. You need alignment. Okay? Most of us don't have integrity. And integrity here doesn't mean lying or dishonesty. A lack of integrity here means there is no alignment and there is no congruence. We're going to make this very evident to you. But write it down so that when we begin to talk about it later, you go like, oh, I see. We call those aha moments. Okay? We're going to ask you from time to time to share the things that you learned during your aha moments and the things that stand out for you. How many of you are willing to do that? Say, I. You are not raising